The flag on the riverbank that separates Nigeria from Niger leaves little doubt about who is on the other side. This is Boko Haram territory, a sign of their professed intention to form an Islamic caliphate in northern Nigeria. When insurgents seized the village of Malam Fatori in early November, thousands crossed over into Niger.
Le 5 novembre 2014, c'est la flux la plus importante qui est arrivée ici à Bosso parce que c'est l'attaque du village qu'on appelle Malam Fatori. Là, actuellement, dans ce village, il n'y a que des BH. Toute la population s'est repliée ici au niveau de la ville de Bosso. Actuellement, la population ou les habitants de la ville de Bosso a plus que doublé.
The attack was one in a string of many along the border. Today, Niger hosts close to 100,000 refugees, but also returnees, people who had migrated to Nigeria in search of a better life. Many now find themselves on the islands of Lake Chad, beyond the reach of most aid organizations.
C'est une situation de personnes déplacées, réfugiées, comme vous voyez autour de moi. La vie est un peu difficile, c'est des personnes qui ont quitté leur zone habituelle. Donc ils ont besoin d'une assistance humanitaire qui est un peu difficilement accessible du fait de cet obstacle-là. Et je pense que des dispositions comme l'acquisition d'une pinasse va nous permettre d'apporter un peu plus d'assistance humanitaire là-bas.
At the end of November, an attack on the city of Damasak killed at least 50 people. The real number may never be known, but the assault was extremely violent. 16,000 people escaped to Niger, where they are staying in a makeshift camp near Gagamari village.
Toutes ces personnes que vous avez vues ici ont fui des violences. Ils ont vécu en fait en réalité eux-mêmes les violences au niveau du sud de Damasak. Il y en a ici des centaines de familles qui soit sont en séparation, la famille ne trouve pas le reste de leur famille, des femmes qui ont vu leur mari tué, des femmes qui ne savent pas aujourd'hui où se trouvent des enfants même séparés de leur famille, etc. Donc on a toutes les genres de situations ici.
Halima is one of the women who escaped with 5 of her children.
Ya shiga cikin gidan namu sai suka zo suka tambaye ni kuma na san ku ya zan dauki zan yi alwala ne sai suka ganshi suka ce waye ne ya shiga gidan nan naku ina ce masa a ba wanda ya shiga ina mijinki mijina baya nan yanzu ne ya fita yin sallah shikenan sai mutumin ya ce mun haka ya ce mun arnan kudin kun buyar da shi dai na ce a ban buyar da shi ba ka zo ka duba shikenan da ya ce mana ka zo ka duba suka ce to mun gafara sai ya ture ni da ya ture ni sai na ce masa kai hakuri kar ka shiga babu kowa ya ce akwai mutum ya daga gado na haka sama gadon miji amma ba na hawan ba da ya shiga gadon mijin ya daga haka ma suna kwanciya ciki sai gaba ɗayan su suka kashe su da bindiga.
She mourns the death of her husband, but is also very worried about the fate of her 2 daughters, aged 11 and 12, who were taken by the insurgents.
Suna nan cikin gidan?
Suna nan, ya suka zaɓe guda biyu suka ɗauka. Ya zan yi muna zaune da mijin na muna zaune da su gawa a cikin gida, ya suka zo suka zaɓi guda biyu suka tafi da su.
Suka cikin yaran?
Suka bar mun 'yan biyu da maza biyu da yarinya ɗaya.
Up to 30 people are staying in one tent. It's scorching hot during the day and freezing cold during the night. The refugees arrived with nothing but their clothes on their backs. But they do not complain. Safety is their most precious possession. Temporary shelter and emergency aid such as food, water, latrines, and the distribution of non-food items have been organized.
Recently, the European Union has released 5 million for the Nigeria crisis, of course focusing in the first place on the Nigeria crisis in Nigeria itself. There are a lot of displaced people in these areas, and with very few actors, in fact, who are willing to work in these very insecure situations. So here on this side it is much better in a way in terms of actors being present. However, all the needs are not covered. and we have used 1 million of those 5 to support further our program with the WFP to ensure food security for these people who cross the river, and also to ensure specific food for under 5 children and mothers who are lactating and or pregnant.
Refugees and returning migrants now make up 1/5 of the population of Difa, a region already plagued by extreme poverty and high child malnutrition. The local population's hospitality is being tested. A year and a half after the first refugees started trickling in, authorities have declared a humanitarian emergency and have requested the help of the UN Refugee Agency to set up proper camps. Meanwhile, the European Union funds partners to provide nutrition care and food assistance to the most vulnerable people, regardless of whether they are refugees, returnees, or local residents. The number of medical consultations has overwhelmed health centers of the region. One aid agency, Save the Children, helps with the detection and treatment of malnourished children. With an estimated 1.5 million people displaced in Nigeria, and 150,000 in neighboring countries, this is one of Africa's largest crises. More aid is needed despite the difficulty and danger that come with it, because for those who experience the violence, returning is not an option.